Good evening and welcome to your News Now Sports and welcome to the opening round of high school football playoffs. I'm Dave Siseski. The Midwest Athletic Conference continues to live up to its moniker as the toughest small conference in America. All but one team from the MAC made it in this year's playoffs, and we have a pair of MAC versus MAC showdowns tonight, which includes the Anna Rockets taking on the undefeated Marion Local Flyers. Our Tony Quach has more with both head coaches ahead of tonight's matchup. Good evening, Tony.
Good evening, David. The last time the Marion Local Flyers and the Anna Rockets both faced off in the playoffs was back in 2008 when the Flyers won 13-3. 14 years later, these two teams lock up once more in the opening round of the playoffs. We're starting things off with Anna's head coach, Nick Marino. Coach Marino, you guys ended your season with back-to-back wins where you averaged 37 points per game. How do you plan to carry that momentum into tonight's game against the Flyers?
Yeah, we played a little better those last couple games, and we're hoping to continue to run the ball a little better. We kind of struggled with that early in the year, and I thought we got better at that throughout the season. So hoping to do that, and we got to play good defense. They got a really good team.
And the last time you guys faced the Flyers was back in Week 8 where the Flyers won 42-0. What do you guys have to do differently in order to come out on top this time around?
We're going to really have to try to contain their backs. I got three really good backs that are all game breakers. So we got to do a good job of tackling and try to close and not play the game in a lot of space out there with those guys.
Thank you for your time, Coach. We're now turning over to Flyers head coach, Tim Goodwin. Coach Goodwin, once again, you faced off against the Anna Rockets back in Week 8. What were some keys to success in that game that you're planning to incorporate into your game plan tonight?
Well, like Coach Marino said, we hit some big plays, which also always helps. It's hard to drive the field against, good teams. And, we feel Anna's a good team. They've been through a tough schedule just like we have. And, like Coach said, I think the last 2 weeks they have shown improvement and are starting to do some things a little different on offense, especially, and playing pretty physical.
And you guys are coming off a 35-0 win against Coldwater. That's your 7th shutout victory of the season. What makes the Flyers' defense and special teams so good?
Well, last week don't matter. That's the beauty of football. Last week don't matter. Last year don't matter. It's a new night. We have to earn it tonight. We have veteran kids and good kids that know what they're doing and know what their teammates, expect them to do. So, it just kind of all works together on defense.
Thank you for your time, Coach. That's all the time we have for our full coverage of Football Friday night. Tune in at 11:15. Reporting Maria Stein, Tony Quach, your News Now Sports.